we're sitting here talking. We just made one of these, and we decided, like, holy crap, there's a great topic we should be recording. We haven't given anything away to each other yet, because I was like, we got to record this.
Absolutely.
So I raised the hypothetical. If we had no limitations on money, if money was not an object, we could go anywhere in the world and do a paranormal investigation anywhere. Where would we go? And I know mine.
All right, what you got?
The castle of Vlad the Impaler in Romania. Dracula's castle.
Yes, sir. Rent the whole castle out?
Yep.
Rent the whole thing out?
Yep.
Just go in?
Yep.
Go in with a team? Hell yeah.
Dracula's castle in Romania, or Vlad the Impaler. Vlad the Third.
I figured out mine.
What's yours?
Rent out Salem. And have Salem all to ourselves.
Like, just, if we had like $10 billion, just buy all the hotels, buy every rentable venue that's possible.
That's it. Rent out Salem. Have all of Salem to ourselves. Bring in a team and do multiple, I'm talking for days, investigations.
Yep.
That, I didn't think about Dracula's hotel though. Or Dracula's castle. Like, that'd be cool. That would be so cool.
Yep.
That one could take a while too. That could be a multiple day investigation there.
Yeah. Well, and the thing about the castle is, hey, I've never been to Romania. I've always wanted to go to Romania.
Heck yeah.
But like, just to like be there where all this negative stuff happened.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, gosh, I'm a pretty skeptical guy, and the thing is with that much negative, that many bad things happening in one place, like, even I would be like, man, this is eerie.
There's got to be something there, you know?
Yeah.
Or,
It's eerie. It's spooky.
You know, maybe even if you want to think about somewhere bad things has happened, right? Like, I know that I haven't heard of any stories, but what if you could rent out the Roman Colosseum and go in there? Like, just think of all the bad stuff, the dead people, like,
yeah, because
evilness. To me, if there's somewhere that you never hear a story about, that there would have to be some type of haunting, it would have to be something like the Roman Colosseum. The gruesomeness, oh man, I don't know. That one just hit me. It's like, what about the Roman Colosseum? Just, yeah. I think that'd be a neat little thing there.
Yeah.
I don't know that you could rent the Roman Colosseum, but if you could, if money was no object.
I'm just saying, if money was no object and you offered to pay the Italian state enough money, they're so broke they would probably take it.
They probably would. Take enough, and I'd be like, I want all the work there halted. I don't want anybody there. Leave it the way it is. Just roll in here. Give me a week. Roll in here. Let me do this. We'll see what we come up with.
That brings me to another spot in Rome. Okay. Vatican City.
Yes. I get the whole city.
Yep. And they gave us unlimited access to the archives, man.
Oh.
I wouldn't even be doing paranormal investigation, just reading the archives.
Be reading archives. I bet the Vatican has a bunch of...
Think about most, which is still a lot, most of the popes have died there.
Uh-huh.
So, like, yeah.
Most of the popes have died there. Other people have died there, but just...
That's true. A lot of people have died there.
Heck yeah.
Even before it was Vatican City, just the land itself, people probably died on.
Yeah. Cool.
That's the thing we don't really think about here in the U.S. too, is like, every square foot of land probably has had some death on it, right? Like...
Yeah, at some point in time.
Yeah.
Or, you know, if you could get into one, if they would allow you, go into an Indian reserve where the Indian burial grounds are. You know, they're always said to be something crazy. Like, you don't build a house on the Indian burial ground. You don't build buildings or try to do something like that. Like,
yeah, but the thing about that is I do understand how disrespectful it would be to go in and do that.
Yeah, that's why I said if you could get in, if one would allow you. But I would never ask them to do that. But because, you know, the bad stigma and the bad, you know, fairy tales and stuff they tell of building on a Indian burial ground or you know, anything like that. So that's kind of an interesting thought. Or go to anywhere that, like, just say a big war, like a big battle for the Civil War. Let's go do something there. Or something like
you know,
that.
you're only a few hours away from a few battles, quite a few battles.
That is true.
I bet if you tried, you could probably get access to something in Mariana through the city. You may not even have to pay.
Yeah, I could. I never even thought of doing something until now. Never thought of doing something like that. They had some big stuff go on there.
Well, and you're also only about an hour and a half, 2 hours from Montgomery, where there are a lot of like Civil War buildings and historical buildings you can.
That is true.
Hang out in. Oh man.
Ooh, don't do that.
It's been a long 3 days.
Oh, the Lord. Yeah, it is. So if money was no object, you're going to Dracula's castle
In Romania, yeah.
Romania, and I'm going to Salem, all of Salem, not just one building. I want the whole flipping place, all of it.
Yep.
It would take a lot of money for that, because you got to take the people that's in there and put them out, and put them up somewhere. Can't just be like, oh, you got to go. Yeah.
Well, if you did it ahead of time, you would just basically be blocking out a whole city for a day, or a few days in your case.
Yeah.
You'd just be renting a city for a week.
Yeah, I was saying probably take a week. Imagine you'd have to, unless you roll in with a good sized team.
That was another point. Is if money is unlimited, we could actually pay investigators.
You can pay some investigators,
And then you'd be getting the best quality stuff.
Yeah,
but
you'd have to. Well, we'd have to vet them to make sure they have the same mission in mind we do.
That's true.
So,
Well, and if we find out they don't, then it could be in their contract they don't get paid.
there you go. Find out they cheated or something to make their area look better. But,
Brought in some like yak backs or something that gives off voices.
yak backs. You're showing your age. Slow down.
I know it.
Yeah. But, wow. Yeah. Either way, they'd both be fun.
I agree.
They would both be so fun.
And we would get to do both because we're on the same team.
That's right. We're on the same team, and money's no object. So
That's right.
there you go.
You get
So-
a place, I get a place.
So the question we'll have for y'all, if y'all were doing the same thing, if y'all were, wanting to do some paranormal investigating, and money was no object, where would you go?
And a question I want to posit kind of in this video too is, if we were considering taking a viewer or a subscriber to our channel on a paranormal investigation with us, where would you want to investigate with us and why?
Absolutely.
So add that to the comments.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching as always. This has been another edition of BS Talk. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell, and have a great day.